Hello, hello friends, and welcome to our Wednesday night live dip powder manicure. As always, it is so nice to be here. This is the best way to spend a Wednesday night, catching up with all of my wonderful nail friends, hopefully meeting some new faces. We had some new friends on last week and hope to continue seeing more fresh faces in the chat section every single week as we get used to our new home here on YouTube. I do go live every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube, so please be sure to join me. I love meeting new people. I love being here to answer any questions you might have about dip nails or just chit-chatting about whatever it is we get into. Sometimes it's like 90s pop, sometimes we talk about plants, we've talked about sourdough. We get into everything. So very excited to be here with everybody tonight. And tonight, okay, so number one, I lasted a single week with super short nails. I did put tips on today. I couldn't do it. They were so short and like, yes, functional, but they were so short. So I wanted like an itty bitty little bit of length, like just a tiny little bit. I was also craving a classic French manicure, and doing a French manicure on really short shorties doesn't always compute well. So I did add some tips on, but they are still quite short. And I also went back to my OG shape. We're doing a little square-ish situation, which I'm not gonna lie, I have a hard time deciding between whether or not I love oval nails or if I love square nails. I love both, and sometimes it comes down to what design I'm wearing, you know? Like some designs just look better on more square nails. I don't know how to explain it. They just do. And then other times it's like, I love the way that oval nails kind of elongate your fingers, especially if you're like me and you got short stubby fingers. So, you know, anyways, that's where we're at tonight. Kayla is here. Hello, Kayla. Just waiting for a few more of our friends to join, but I will give you a quick preview of what I'm doing tonight. It is, as I said, the classic French manicure, and because I like a little pizzazz, we added a little sheer glitter overlay over top. Number one, because I like glitter, and number two, if I'm being completely honest with you, it hides any small little imperfections. So if your French manicure does not turn out perfectly or your lines aren't quite as like sharp as you would like them to be, sheer glitter solves everything. You can't even tell. Can't even tell a little bit. So that is what we're doing tonight. So I'm going to be using the Kiara Sky Mini Dip French Kit. If you would like to check out that kit yourself, I did share all the products that I'm using in the description of this video, so you can find everything there. Easy peasy. But let's walk through it first, and then, well, I guess it's 5:30 on the dot, so we are ready to begin. But I will walk you through all the products. So tonight I am using Kiara Sky Dip Liquids, their base, their activator, their top coat. These are all included in that mini dip French kit that I mentioned, again shared in the caption. And then we're going to be using their, what do they call it? A light pink, which is the sheer pink for the French, and also the white dip powder. Also included in the kit is a French dip tray, which makes doing a French dip powder manicure super duper easy. You don't need the Kiara Sky one. You can get any nail dip tray to do this look, but you will need one. It'll make your life a lot easier. And then of course we are going to be using Bubbly by Rebel Nail for the overlay. And here is another look at the classic French manicure we're doing tonight. Heather and Jana are here. Hello, my friends. So nice to see you. Hello, hello, hello. We're going classic tonight, friends. And like I said, I did add on a little bit of a tip. Just like you can see, just like the tiniest little bit, just to give my nails just a little something. They were just a little too short. So, well, Jana, we're going to do this together, because you and I, we twin quite often. So hopefully this will help. And I'm not going to lie, honestly, the glitter overlay helps hide any small little imperfections. So if your French dip manicure is not perfect, don't worry. The glitter overlay is really good at hiding any sort of like waviness to your line, or I mean really any imperfections. Plus it looks cute AF. So that is also anyway, friends, let's get into it. I am so excited to have everybody here. So I've got my dip tray. I've already poured the white dip powder into it, like so. I just gotta obviously get this back over to the side it should be on. Perfect. So then, guys, so basically when we're doing this dip, we are just doing like a brrrr into the dip powder. That's all there is to it. So I do want my powder on this side, though I don't want it in the actual tray. Perfect. Okay. That should be ready to go. The other thing is I'm going to be switching a little how I apply the dip powder tonight. I'm not going to be using the usual TikTok Apex method. I'm actually going to use kind of the other Apex method. I'm going to start by just putting a strip down the nail, and then I'm going to do 3 full dips, and that's it. So we're kind of doing this a little different because the French manicure, I had to play with my layers. This seems to be how a lot of people do it, so we're going to roll with that. So anyways, we got our tray ready. We've got our trusty toothpick ready. If I can, oh, I can't pick it up. It's like I didn't have longer nails for a week. I don't know how to function anymore. We got our toothpick for the cuticle lines, and then we've also got our light pink. Again, guys, this kit is linked down in the description. It is the Kiara Sky Mini French Dip Kit. So get everything ready to go here. Perfect. Okay, so starting with my base coat, I'm going to just apply, actually we don't even need the tray because I'm just going to apply that strip. Again, this is just to help kind of add that little apex shape a little bit. So this will go fairly quickly. I'm just doing a quick strip down the nail. The reason I don't want to use my usual method is just because I was nervous that it was going to be a little bulky with 3 dips and this. So I thought this would be a nice way to keep them thin and do a little experimentation. Switch things up a little bit. Alright. And for all my friends joining me live, please feel free to ask any questions in the chat. If I don't answer them, I know that there is some amazing friends hanging out in there who would be more than happy to share any sort of insight into dip nail land. So, because we have the greatest nail crew friend group of all time. So, there is that. Alright. Perfect. Okay, so I just have that little strip on each nail. Easy peasy. Just making sure that it's soaked up all that dip. Like so. And then we're going to take our trusty toothpick. The reason I like the the toothbrush is because the stiffer bristles do a good job of getting all that excess powder out of every little crevice. So I'm just going to go in and quickly brush that off. And now we're ready to do the French dip. So hopefully this goes smoothly. I don't know if it actually will or not, but we're gonna get through it together. So I'm gonna show you guys everything. So we're just gonna roll with it. Can you tell I'm a little nervous? I don't know why this is making me nervous. Something about a French dip just is a little stressful. I'm gonna move myself out a little bit here. Ooh. Don't do this to me now, camera. This is not the time. All right, making sure you guys can see everything here. Perfect. Oh, that should not have happened. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so we are going to apply base liquid first to the entire nail. So I'm going to start that brush in the middle of the nail. I am going to push it back up to that cuticle area, pull forward, and then I'm going to swoop the sides. Okay, and then I'm going to lay my nail just on here, and I'm going to kind of go in at that 45-degree angle up until I get to that smile line. Pull back. I don't think I went quite as high as I want. I did miss a little spot there. Let me try to get it a little higher if I've got time. Whatevs. Okay, tap off as much as we can, and then we are going to dip into the clear stuff. You can see that I missed a few spots. I'm fine with it because we are going to do another dip. And again, I'm not worried about perfection because this is what that glitter layer is for, my friends. So let's keep going. So we're going to start that brush again, middle of the nail, push back up to that cuticle area, pull forward, swoop the sides, and then going in at that 45 degree, we're going to push into the powder up to that smile line area, pull back, like so, and then dip into that sheer pink. That one was better. Perfecto. All right, and then I'm just giving this a little tappy tap just to level out that white powder every single time. And swooping the sides. Okay, going in at that 45 degrees. That one turned out pretty nice. I think I gotta go a little higher next time, but that's okay. We're gonna do one more dip. Killing it, friends, killing it. Yes, Jana, actually a slow drying base liquid would be better for this, especially if you find you need a little bit more time. The Kira Sky does dry a little bit faster, so that is something to keep in mind as well. So my favorite slow drying ones are, I like Sparkle & Co. and I also like the Macart Dippies. Both of those are a little bit more slow drying, so if you want a little bit more time to work while you're doing this, those would be great options. Ooh, that one's nice. I'm happy with that. All right. And one more. And we are going to do another layer of this. So 2 full layers taps. Courtney, I did. Not long ones. You can see that these are really not that much longer than my actual nail. I wanted to do a French nail, so I was like, I need a tiny little bit of length. And I also squared off my nails as well because something about a French with a nice squared end is one of my all-time favorites. I think because it's just such a classic. It brings me back to like prom, you know? That was everybody's prom nails, was like a classic French tip. Square French tip. Also, guys, make sure that you point your finger down when you're tapping off that white, just to make sure that you don't tap it backwards and then get it up past that smile line, because that would not be good. Anywho, there's how we're looking after one. Not the worst, not the worst. I'm going to take my toothbrush and wipe this off. That needs some work. But it's okay because we're going to go in with dip number 2. So there you guys can see where we're at. This is the rough, raw version of doing a French tip manicure, friends. Just, you know, the usual. All right, so let's go in. We're going to dip again. We're going to do the exact same thing we just did. So going in with our base liquid, starting that brush in the center of the nail, pushing back, pulling forward, swooping those sides. Okay. Better, much better. Okay. Rocking it. Bam, 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 bam. Aha. I'm digging it. Digging it, digging it, digging it. I love a classic French. There's just, oh, it just gets me. It just gets me every time. Definitely need to go a little higher on this smile line on this one. I think I went a little low. Oh, my face is gone. Crap, and I'm right in the middle of doing this. I'll fix it in 1 second, friends. Better. Better, better, better. Perfect. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, let me go get my face back. Coming back in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay. Whew, did it. All right. I'm liking where this is going. We're in much better shape now. Okay. Great. Give it a little tappy tap. Go in for dip number 2 on the middle finger here. Okay. Oh, that went a little high. Okay. I'm going to do a quick little weird fix. This is why we glitter, because then it hides all of the imperfections. Ha 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 ha. Sneaky tricks. Debbie, you're here. I'm just so glad to see you. Okay, this is what we're up to, Debbie. We've still got like 2 more French dips left, so you're not too late, which is great. I'm just happy to see you. All right. Continuing on. So, perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. All right, last one, friends, last one. Did it. Whew. Whew. I am wearing just half coverage, Heather. Just a wee little bit of a tip. All right, so I'm all done with my white powder. I'm going to dump it back in here because it is still good and I do not want to waste anything. Okay. Now we add the glitter. Now, if you are doing just a regular French, you just want a regular French, you can encapsulate with another layer of clear, which I would recommend because I think these 2 dips is not going to be enough. So you could stop here if you wanted to, but me, I want glitz, I want glamour, I want sparkle, I want all the things. So I'm going to use Bubbly by Revel Nail, also linked in the caption of this video if you want to check that out. So let's do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is just lightly brush all that excess powder off, like so. You guys can see that's where we are at. And we're just gonna do a quick dip of each finger with this beautiful glitter. I love bubbly so much. It is such a staple to have in your collection. It's a really, really good glitter overlay for just about any look you want, you know? This one and Margot. Margot is also a really good sheer glitter to have in your collection. Bum, bum, bum. Love it. Also, this dip is going on so nicely, so there is like minimal buffing that needs to be done, which is freaking amazing. It's the wins that we want in life, you know? Just a nice, easy peasy manicure. Don't gotta do a whole lot to it for it to look nice. It's a good day. It's a very good day. Okay. We're done. So this is where we're at. This is where we're going. We're going to give it a very light buff. Going to sharpen the shape a little bit. We're going to top coat, and then we're done. French manicures are not that scary with dip powder. For some reason in my mind, I always make them out worse than they actually are, and I don't know why I do that. But they are relatively simple, especially, again, if you add a little glitter, because then you don't have to worry if there's any like small imperfections. I think the biggest thing is just making sure that you hold your finger up a little bit to make sure that you don't go crazy. And then you guys saw that I did that little cheater fix. I just had a toothpick and I just kind of pulled out where the white powder was that I didn't want to. So, and dipped over top, and then it turned out just fine. So, you know, we just make do. We're just doing our best. Courtney, it is the usual brand that I always use. I have them linked in the description of the video. They're the why do you make me say this name? I can never pronounce it. Bukama, maybe? Anyway, they're linked in the description of the video. They are my favorite tips. I think I've shown them to you before, though. Let me know. Anyways, okay, we are all done with dipping, so we are going to go in with our activator. Ooh, which one is Eyes on the Prize? Is that like a similar sheer glitter? What is that? Do I have a tutorial on tips? Heather, yeah, I do. I have, it should be here on my YouTube under my application videos. Let me see if I can find it so I can link it for you. I'm just applying my activator. Okay, where would my tip video be? the best part about having my computer right in front of me, so I can try to find it really fast for you. Ooh, there we go. Found it. I don't know if that'll actually link or not, Heather, but if not, leave a comment on this actual live stream, and then I can link it there if that doesn't link to it. But that is my tip. The tips that I'm using, or the tips that I'm wearing and how I apply them. So hopefully that helps. I love them. I just find half coverage a little bit easier to work with than the full coverage ones for myself. I know some people prefer the full coverage, so it does come down to personal preference. But yeah, these ones, I love them. I love them. All right, let's do a quick buff. So I'm just going to go around really quick. That cuticle area. And I'm going to sharpen up those sides. Fix whatever situation is going on there. I do not know. Bum, bum. Oh my gosh, I gotta look at this like straight on. Ooh, look at this. I don't think I need to do my eyes up close because I can put my thumb here. I can see it. You guys can see it. This is perfect. Wow. I just gotta put my camera in the right spot. Who knew? Okay. I think this is better. Sorry guys, 1 second. I am going to do one little close-up thing because there was like a weird thing out of my nail. Anyway, okay. Ba, ba, ba. I'm going to use my e-file. Let's make this quick. Just for this part, because it's easier for me to do it this way with you guys watching. And all I'm doing is just blending in that cuticle area. Bum, bum, bum. Perfect. And then we'll just continue on with sharpening up that shape. So I do have a small, you can see the white powder did kind of get up here a little bit. That is not ideal, but it is what it is. I wonder if I can buff that out a little bit. Probably not at this point. Oh well. That's gonna bug me. Okay, I may try to buff that out. We'll see. Let's see how I feel. Can you guys even see it really? Maybe I'm just like playing things. Courtney, I did a strip down the middle just to add a little bit of like, try to get that apex shape going. And then, yeah, I did only do 3 layers. I did this differently just because it is the French tip. Ooh, this works too. Okay. Kira Sky, yeah, the Kira Sky light pink is what it's called, Courtney. So this is the light pink that I used. And it's in that French dip mini kit that I have shared in the link. Sorry, in the description of this video. Okay, I do have to do my up close just a little bit. Just a little. Because I'm blind. Do this, and then you guys can see better, and then I can see. Is that better? There, you guys can more see what I'm doing. We all get an up close. That's too close. There we go. Okay. Perfect. I want to leave you guys out like that. I may have to do an actual up close, but for the most part, I can do all of my little touches and you guys see. That looks crooked. There we go. All right, I think we're laughing. Okay, let me do my up close quick, friends. Just doing the examines, you know, from all angles. Make sure that we are in good shape. I just want this pinky to sort its life out. Okay, I think that is good. Are we good? I think we're good. I love these. I love them a lot. Okay. Yep. Yep, I love them. Okay. What is going on here? There we go. My nails do such funny things. It's so hard, like, I think I've said this to you guys before, just sometimes certain nails are just like naturally weirder shaped, and so when you're shaping them, it just feels like they're off. Anyway, this is where we're at, friends. I think we're good. Instead of dipping in clear, could you do the white and dip in bubbly? Like instead of the light pink? Yeah. Yeah, you could. I don't see why not. I guess we could have done it that way. Sorry guys, 1 second. I got like dust in my throat. I must have inhaled while I was filing. Yes, Heather, I think you can do that. I'm losing my mind today. Okay, I'm going to do a quick little buff here with this little orange buffer block. And then we are going to give these a little wash. Okay. Get rid of all the dusty dust. I love it. I love it so much. We're getting there, friends. All we got to do is activate and top coat. Record time. I think I'm gonna have to start doing my other hand on these these lives because they're getting to be really fast. All right, so all I'm doing here is just adding activator which is so important because it is what helps our beautiful shiny top coat dry. Ba, 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 ba. And then after we do that, we are going to grab, I'm just going to use this paper towel to get off that excess. And then we're going to grab our top coat. And to get a shiny top coat, the first thing we're going to do is just do a very quick 3-stroke layer, limiting the contact time that the brush has with the nail, so that way we don't contaminate our top coat. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to right away go into our second layer, this time doing the pretty layer. So we're going to start that brush in the middle of the nail. We're going to push back, pull forward, swoop the sides, making sure that we very carefully apply that top coat in a nice even layer. And we are going to make sure that we cap the edges by running the brush very lightly over that free edge, so that way we don't get any chips. Because if I chip this manicure, I will be so freaking upset. Almost done. One more finger. Voila, we've done it. We've done a French manicure with a little bubble. I love, love, love. They're just so classic and clean. Now I need to not mess these up in the garden. That is the goal. I do not mess them up. But I'm hoping with just having really, really short tips on, I'm thinking this might be a good length for the summer. And then I'm going to try, I don't know. I do kind of miss my square nails, so I might try rocking this for a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. I like to switch it up, you know what I mean? You never know what's going to happen next. All right, my friends. Well, that was a quick one. So I'm thinking that maybe we need to reconsider, and maybe I start doing my full manicure on lives. The other thing I was going to run past you guys, I'm going to be switching my setup, and I'm going to start doing these lives for my home office. And so with that said, I'm kind of thinking about doing them a bit later on Wednesdays instead of doing them at dinner time. I'm wondering if doing them around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time would be a little bit better on people, quieter end of the night. How are you guys feeling about that? Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you, my friend. Waiting to hear opinions on the times. Right now I'm like a half hour away from home, so I try to do these lives a little earlier so I'm not home too late. But yeah, I'm thinking with being home, maybe it would be nicer to like end the evening together. So we've always done it at 5:30 though, so okay, Heather's digging that idea. Okay, cool. That's a plus. That's a plus. I like that. Also, it probably won't be for a couple more weeks, so it's not like gonna happen like tomorrow or next week or anything like that. So okay, Debbie says it's good. Okay, digging that. All right. Well, we'll talk about it next week, and we'll figure out maybe a good time. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe switching to about 7:30. So, because yeah, I just think it would be nice to just kind of end the night for those of our friends who are in a further time zone, PST. It might make it a little bit easier to join as well. So, anyways, we'll discuss next week though. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have next week's live already scheduled on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel. And click on the live tab, you can see that it is scheduled there. You can click the little bell notification button to get notified when I do start the live. Also, I do send out the email alert, so if you're not on the email list, be sure to sign up. It is in the caption of this video. But yeah, okay, well, we will discuss the time, but in the meantime, that is all, my friends. Thank you for joining me for this French manicure. I enjoy this one a lot. This one makes me really happy. I love, like, simple classic looks. I don't know. They just make my heart happy. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great rest of their evening. I hope the rest of the week is good to you. I hope your weekend is filled with fun, relaxation, a chance to rejuvenate and recharge, because sometimes life gets a little crazy and we just need that. We just need that time to ourselves sometimes. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next week at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're not going to change anything next week, so we'll discuss before we change anything else, but anywho, have a good night, my friends. I will see you next week, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube.